presentation of the National Football League.
After hundreds of battles throughout the season, we finally determine a champion tonight. As EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings you the biggest game of them all, the Super Bowl. Tonight, it's a battle for one team to join the greatest to ever play the game. Between the New York Giants and the Buffalo Bills. Kate Scott, Brock Heward up here in the booth, everybody. Honored to bring you this Super Bowl. And might we see a little history here tonight, partner? One side on the verge of their first Lombardi trophy. But to win it, they've got to go through somebody who knows what it takes. They have been to the mountaintop before.
And we all know that narrative can be a blessing, also a curse. They enter this game with a different type of momentum. A team without a title on the verge of finally achieving it. But with that momentum, pressure and expectations. What is that sideline feeling? We'll be watching it. Can't wait to bring it to you. And handling that pressure will be an enormous key.
A tradition started back in 1967 has now reached its diamond anniversary. And off we go in Super Bowl 60. This makes it up to the 25. So here come the Bills for their opening drive. They're led out by one of the faces of this sport, Brock, a one-of-one quarterback who graduated from humble beginnings in Wyoming. It's Josh Allen.
Well, here he is, Kate, in the role that I and so many other quarterbacks dreamed of being in during our careers, leading the AFC champions out on a Super Bowl Sunday. The journey? Well, it's only become more difficult every step along the way, from the regular season through each rung of the playoffs. And it's prepared him for the moment he's walking in right now.
Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Play action now. Allen. Catch made right side by Coleman. And they're backed up a bunch ahead of this third down, Brock, as this is out at least a few yards behind the line.
I got to be honest with you, Kate. That's an occasion where a drop would have been a whole lot better than a completion. Couldn't find the way back to the line, and it's a rare pass that actually loses yardage.
Oh, he's going to run for it. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
That's such a bummer, Kate, for a quarterback. If you have to scramble and take off, you'd really like to find a way to move the chains. He could not. That defense rallied. They responded, and they forced a fourth down.
So on fourth down now, the Bills are going to turn to Jake Camarda to punt. And he'll punt it away to end a disappointing opening drive. Looking to return from the 29. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. So out come the Giants, their first drive of the game coming up. And they'll be brought out by the 2025 first rounder out of Ole Miss. Here's Jaxson Dart.
This is just so cool. Kate, this is history he's making right here. Despite all the incredible rookie seasons we've seen in our league, we have never had a rookie lead his team all the way to the Super Bowl. That is, until tonight. And I know the odds, the history, the logic all say a rookie shouldn't be able to bring a team all the way to a championship in year one. But I ask you to look at what he's accomplished already and tell me this kid doesn't have what it takes.
A good pass from the rookie out of Ole Miss, and it gets him a first. Dart out of the shotgun. Right back to Neighbors, and he's got it. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
Now here's Cam Scatterbull on the ground. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first points of this ball game. It's going to be first and goal now.
I call that a table setter right there. Table setter for yourself as a team in that huddle, gaining confidence on the ground, and you know that's going to set the table for some great play action pass to come.
Tracy crosses the goal line Touchdown, New York. The Giants don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. For the offense, you gotta love it, Brock. Points to begin the game as he runs it in for an opening drive touchdown.
And you've got one very happy running back right over there on the sideline right now. These backs, they do feel the pressure to find the end zone every single week. It's not easy to do. But to do it this early and get out of the way, big time.
Graham Gano to tack on the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Giants will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Graham Gano to kick off for New York.
Gano ready to send this away. Johnson with a return here. He dodged the tackle. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Brian Dable getting his Giants out there for their next drive. And they take the field in good but not great shape, Brock. They've got that lead, but no doubt they'd love to see it grow.
Yeah, just having the lead does take some pressure off. It doesn't change the sense of urgency. It's always on tilt in the NFL. But it should allow them to operate a little more freely.
And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. He was looking for Keon Coleman on that throw. So second down coming up.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Ball still on that 29-yard line as they come up to it. 2nd and 10. Enough to Cook here out of his own read. And gain up about a handful there. Cordell Flott there on the stop.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite of the big meal between them and the 1st down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
Got his man. Shakir has it. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Straight ahead, here's Cook. That's a Super Bowl caliber stop right there as they finish that play off behind the line.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Giants going dime coverage here, Brock. 6 DBs out there, 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 10.
3rd and long for him here. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a 1st down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
No return on this one. It's going to make it out of bounds and across the 25, spotted at the 24. Now for the 2nd time this game, we get a look at the New York offense. And so far, they've executed exactly how they drew it up, Brock. Early lead, no points allowed, and a chance now to seize control of the game on their 2nd possession.
And, Kate, generally, offenses love to script their first 10 to 15 plays. Well, this entire game script is playing out just the way they want to.
Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to be escorted out right along that 35-yard line. All set now, 1st and 10.
1st down, New York.
Your start now. It is cut left side. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
On the handoff, here's Scatterboo. He comes through big here. 9 yards. It's 2nd down.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
It's 2nd and inches.
It's Scatterboo on 2nd down. Quite the turnaround these last 2 plays, huh? Nice gain on 1, and now they get him behind the line. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
He's taken out as he brings it down towards the 10. It's a pickup of 26, and it's good enough for a New York first down. The pistol, give to Scatterboot. He made most of that one. Didn't he give him 9 yards on that first down carry?
Every offense in this league is looking for a back who can be an athlete and a bruiser at the same time. You feel lucky if you got one. Someone who can, well, eat up space with the lanes open. Maybe a little punishment to stretch plays when that tackle tries to meet him in the hole.
Nothing for them on second down, and now it's 3rd and 1. Driving forward with Scatterboot. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Giants get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Gano for the PAT. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Giants drive out to an early 14-0 lead.
14, Bills nothing. Gano to kick off for New York.
Gano ready to send this away. Johnson now on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. Buffalo sending its offense to the field. And it was a situation they prepared for, no doubt, Brock, but hoped that they wouldn't see. They're down early in the biggest game of the year.
Hey, listen, nobody said winning championships was easy. This is an early test of whether they've got the resiliency to win it all. We know this. When that final second ticks off, most Super Bowl champions, they've been the most resilient players, too.
No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
From the shotgun, it's Allen. Completed over the middle. Good pickup, but he's denied that first down. The shot comes at the 32-yard line. 3rd and a lone yard coming up.
3rd and 1.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Has him on the quick hitter. Pick up of the field as he heads out of bounds.
Gain of 3 yards.
So Super Bowl 60, a quarter of the way done. Our score, 14-0. More from Santa Clara coming up. Enough waiting, we're back, and it's time to resume play here in Super Bowl 60 from Santa Clara. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. Went in there full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one.
Yeah, that defense was flying to the ball. You see that outside toss. This is a pursuit drill that they work on over and over again. Get to that toss before it can really get started.
Operating from the gun, it's Allen. In big trouble now, and the ball is out. And it's picked up by the Giants. And they can't add anything after that recovery, partner, but they do take possession of the football.
You're using this play to try for a first down, but also set up whatever in your back pocket for 3rd down. But you know what? Throw it all away. None of it matters now if you can't hang on to the doggone football. And the defense pounces on that one in a hurry. The
Giants and running back Cam Scatterboot trotting back out there. And as they get started, we get to see some of the first-year players who've taken this league by storm and are leading our race for Offensive Rookie of the Year. New York to the line. 1st and 10. They're going to throw now, following the turnover. Connection made to Beckham. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook is wide open.
Scatterboo now from the gun. And good tackle, but a flag is down, likely against the defense. Easy call for the officials there. He was offsides at the snap, and that's going to cost him.
Automatic 1st down.
Oh, an exceptionally painful penalty as it sets up 1st and 10 now inside the red zone. They'll run here following the penalty. So call it a half dozen on that run block. It's 2nd down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that passing block. Throwing into double coverage. How's Coach going to feel about that one?
Yeah, that's a no-no. Yeah, I experienced that as a player and now as a coach. Please don't do that again.
And he will score. Touchdown, New York. The Giants take a 20-zip lead. Malik Neighbors with a touchdown. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yeah.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. What makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
Gano for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Giants stretch their lead to 21.
Bills nothing. Graham Gano to kick off for New York.
Gano ready to send this away. Strong with the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Possession switching back to Buffalo as their offense heads out. And things are really getting away from him, so an important moment here to try and get a sustained possession going. First call here coming from the shotgun. Allen looking to throw. He's got this complete to James Cook. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Working from the gun, it's Allen. Dump off Popeye's back. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. A 5-yard gain on the play. And that's good for a Bills first down. Markers reset, ball at the 37.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Palmer coming in motion left. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. They gain 14 on the play. And that's good for a Bills first down.
That's another Bills first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Allen to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
It's been plays like that that have kept this game scoreless, and they can't execute. It will continue to do so.
Round 80!
Again, Allen to the air. To the right, pulled in by Palmer. And this one's going to move him all the way down to the 25-yard line. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
Another Bills
Move the chains. Got to move them chains. Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
Cook trying this one up the gut. And second down is going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards. So the run goes backwards. What do you think, Brock? Is it time that they start getting a little more aggressive, take some more risks offensively?
Not in my book. You've not earned that right. I think a lot of play callers feel that same way, too. I mean, you get to earn the right to be aggressive and take shots when you could do the basics, like, I don't know, run for a positive gain.
Finds him over the middle. Well, this certainly makes the third down easier. Nearly avoided it altogether. Gain of 10 right up near that marker now. Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it 40 yards or reset the downs. Allen throw on 3rd and 1. He's got the first down grab and still going. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
First down.
Allen setting up to throw. It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And it's step 1 towards a goal line stand. Still going to need a couple more, though. 2nd and goal coming up.
1st and goal, you take a sack. I got nothing good to say about that. So let me flip it over on the other side where you got everything good to say. That's exactly what you want to do. You want to get them behind the sticks. You want to knock them backwards. And now you put a whole lot more pressure on that offense to respond.
Here's Allen. Pulled in by his back. Cook. And he takes it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. The Bills fighting back and shaving 6 off that lead. It's a James Cook touchdown. So the back does the work that time, Brock, taking it in for the touchdown.
Yeah, a running back in space can be an awfully dangerous weapon on a football field. Whether that's a designed route to him, a check down, you see what can happen, what kind of damage the elite running backs in this league can do.
Pressure gets there, right side, it's blocked!
You know, it really does, Kate, when you see that point blocked, it just deflates. You feel like the whole sideline gets deflated, but I'll tell you what else it does. It puts a little seed of doubt and thought into your kicker and your special teams, and you hate that. You really do. You want those guys playing with as much confidence as your offense and defense is, so making sure you get your kicker right and that special teams unit right, that's going to be hugely important here down the road.
Brian Dable getting his Giants out there for their next drive. And eventually, Brock, one of their drives is going to fail to reach that end zone. But through 3 possessions so far, they have been perfect.
Yeah, and in order for that to happen, somebody somewhere on this defense has got to rise to the occasion.
And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs. Big shot to begin the drive has him up beyond the 40. On 1st down, Siskadaboo. He's got a gain of 6 there. Maxwell Hairston, that's the 1st-round pick from Kentucky on the tackle. 1st down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. They'll go play action. Here's Dart. There's a man on target to Johnson. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the 1st.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
And he's going to be stopped, but not before dealing some damage. He's down to the 12. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
First down, New York.
We've hit the 2-minute warning. The Giants with a chance to boost their lead. Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Dart. Oh, he might be close to this lead growing again. That play gives him a 1st and goal.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field, and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
The Bills are going to go ahead and call their first time out. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first. Going jumbo set on this first and goal. On the sneak, here's Dart. And he gets it on the sneak. Touchdown! The Giants both racing them to the halftime locker room. The fact that they pulled that out on a first and goal, Brock, didn't wait for a later down. Gotta imagine that played a part in its success, don't you?
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. It sure did, and I would have loved to see those eyes in the huddle, right? When you call QB sneak and you look at those guys in the huddle, the big guys in particular, many times they will tell you with their body language, we're ready to go, and that group certainly was.
That one right down the middle. And the Giants grow the lead now to 22 points. Gano ready to send this away. Strong with the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Now we've got the Bills offense headed back to the field. They really had the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. The Buffalo offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing now out of the shotgun. Flushed out of the pocket. He's going to keep it this time. And he's going to have this up and across midfield, partner, to the 48. Offense in the hurry up here.
That's good for a Bills first down. 1st and 10 at the 48.
1st and 10. Here's Allen. Drops it off to Cook. He's still going at the 30. And he's going to be down to within a yard of that red zone as the stop is made. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Allen now on 1st down. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 21.
2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Back to the air, Allen. Short pass brought in. For a second, we both thought he'd get the first, but he winds up being just shy of it. Gain of 8, 3rd down. Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. To the air again, Allen. Here's a screen for Cook. And he's going to have enough for the first down. Not by much. He got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with the 1st and goal.
That's another Bills.
Allen going to throw again. Caught just shy of the goal line. And he pushes it all the way to the goal line, but goes out at the 1. Setting up, 2nd and goal.
At the 1-yard line.
To throw again, it's Allen. And he has the Buffalo touchdown. The Bills jump some of the lead off before the half. Manage that clock beautifully down to the final moments, Brock, and they get the score just before halftime.
That doesn't change the theme of the halftime speech, but I guarantee you it adds some enthusiasm to the tone. That was awesome.
Pass on for the extra point. And this one, thankfully, not off the mark. He gets it to go.
The score, Giants 28, Bills 13.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. So no return this time. Let's see if they run a play or if they just decide to kneel out the half.
At their own 35-yard line.
Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on 1st down.
Set. Viking 18.
Looking to throw. He puts a man under it deep down the middle. And his final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our first half.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
Thanks so much, Scott. Appreciate the update, as always. And welcome back, everyone. Third quarter about to get underway. Got a two-score ball game here as we resume play. Well, we all enjoyed that halftime show, right, Brock? These guys were strategizing how to win that Lombardi. We're back underway in the Super Bowl. And in the end, Brock, a pretty exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. The Giants and running back Cam Scadaboo trotting back out there. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. Running with Scadaboo. And his almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of this. That play cleaned up by Matt Milano. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Out of the gun this time, here's Dart. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on third down.
Let's go now.
9 yards to go.
Here he goes, third and long. And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on third down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. Fourth down coming up. The Giants readying to punt, and they're going to send out the lefty, Jamie Gillen, for the kick. And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. The Bills set to take over offensively. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. Throwing now on first down, Allen. That's Knox, he's got it. And he'll be brought down along the 25-yard line. Second down now, they need 7.
Brings up second and 7 at the 25.
Palmer coming in motion left. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. He tucks it and takes off. Oh, Allen loses it. But it looked like a member of the Bills was able to get to that one, so possession remains with them. Almost the impact play this defense was searching for, but they could only get half the job done, partner. Fumble forced, but they couldn't recover.
I'll tell you what else it forces, though. That coordinator, that play caller on the other side, now got a little bit of doubt about his ball handlers. Got to have better ball security than that.
And that's good for a gain of 5. Drew Phillips making the tackle.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
He has this down to the 34. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's good for a Bills first down.
Having been in enough locker rooms at halftime, Kate, I know what the messaging was in there. Start the game out by sending a message. Doesn't matter you're trailing, run right at them and go make a point.
On first down, Allen. Completed over the middle. And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be first and goal.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Cook will not get past the line. He's held up at the 4.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Intercepted in the end zone. That's Bobby Okereke. And the Giants will take over as this gets brought out to the 20-yard line.
You knew it before this drive started, the field goal was not going to be good enough, but that meant the coverage also knew how to play it, how to concentrate, how to focus, and those defenders, they influenced that throw, and even more so, took it away.
The Giants about to get to work on offense. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. The New York offense ready to get going here. It's 1st and 10. Play action with Dart. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Connects on the crosser. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. A gain of 27 yards there. And the Giants will have a 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
And Bills get to him. He's brought down. And that sack quickly changes the tone of this series, Brock. It's 2nd down.
This is one of those examples where the athletic ability and the mental decision-making, Kate, are not in sync. His running, got him out of harm's way, got him outside those defenders. But without the decision-making to just get rid of the football, it creates an enormous loss.
And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This kid's down inside the 35-yard line. That one nabs him 33 yards and a new set of downs, too.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Hits him on the out route. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach the 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 28-yard line.
Back to throw. Here's Dart. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. And the Bills get to him. Down he goes. It's the exact opposite of what this offense needed. They now face 4th down.
I got a sense, Kate. He went to bed last night dreaming, can I get a sack? Can I find a way to get to the quarterback? Well, he didn't do it just once. He's now done it twice.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. Hold on, though. There's a flag down here. Although, if this is on the defense, Brock, they're probably just going to decline it and keep that make. A fortunate break for them as they get a gift with roughing the kicker. Their offense heading back out to keep things going. You gotta be smarter than that. No reason to hit the kicker there, and that gives them a 1st down. Running it after the penalty. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
Gotta be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
Dart out of the shotgun. Catch is made in close. He has the New York touchdown. The Giants parlay the interception into points. It seems like a lot of the time, Brock, even if the results aren't quite as flashy every rep, tight ends are even more reliable scorers than a lot of receivers are when it comes to the passing game.
Yeah, I would agree with that, but there's also a lot more real estate for them to work with, right? Think of the receivers. They got to deal with the sidelines, that 12th defender. Many of these tight ends, they've got a ton of field to work with, and when they prove to the quarterback they could be a difference maker, they'll look for him.
Gano ends the point after. And the Giants grow the lead now to 22 points.
Giants 35, Bills 13. Graham Gano to kick off for New York.
Gano ready to send this away. Strong with the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Bills' offense all set for their next drive. And we'll see if they go right back to the passing game here, coming off an interception they threw in enemy territory. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. Gets it quickly to Palmer. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. 2nd and 3 now.
Josh Palmer. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
This is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here. It's going to bring up 3rd down.
Send a pretty clear message to the QB right there on that one. No one fooled for a second as they create the tackle for loss.
Allen on 3rd down. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Trying to find his tight end. So that brings up 4th down.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
Same as a touchback here. Fair catch made at the 20. The Giants and running back Cam Scatterboot trotting back out there. They are in great shape here as we wind down this 3rd quarter. They've got a 3-score lead. Another that could put this just too far out of reach. Giants lining things up. 1st and 10. Blitz coming. Here's Dart. And he must have overlooked the linebacker there because he was right in the way to swat it away and bring out the incompletion. You never want to overlook those Mike backers when you're throwing short rocks. So often it's those guys and not the corners or the safeties that are going to be the ones in there breaking those up.
Yeah, and so often these linebackers of today, these middle linebackers, are just oversized safeties. They can really run and play the ball as he just did.
That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And in a blink, they are up to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it's good enough for a New York 1st down. Going right back to Scattergood. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Looking T.J. Sanders there on the play.
Gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 48-yard line.
Hard to believe, but just 1 quarter left in our season. We're through 3 in Super Bowl 60. It's Giants football and a 5th title within reach for the G-Men. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. On the carry, this is Scattergood. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
3rd down now, here's Dart. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And that brings up 4th and long. The Giants are set to punt. Buffalo sending its offense to the field. And they take the field feeling pretty beaten down with how this one's gone. Even if they're keeping their heads high, Brock, not a whole lot they've been able to do so far.
Yeah, in these moments, I think of golfers, right, in a tournament. They don't want to look at the scoreboard. They don't want to see how much they're down. They just want to take it shot by shot by shot. That's exactly.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
You know, when we watch Combine each and every single year, I hope you get good enough to understand as a football fan, watch the big guys' first 10 yards. Don't watch the ends and the linemen run 40. Watch their first 10, because that's the most critical. And that defensive end showed you right there the kind of explosive burst in the first few yards to get home for the big sack.
And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up third down.
The coverage by Bobby Okereke.
Working from the gun, it's Allen. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he's brought down. They're spotting this one right at the 20.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Desperation time here. Big strike downfield to Coleman. And he has it right near midfield here. Looks like about a yard short. One of their biggest plays of the game, and it comes on a fourth down gamble.
First and 10 at the 49.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Now the shotgun give to Cook. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one. They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 47-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Allen. Brought in. And he's tackled with markers down. This one should be on the defense.
Roughing the passer, defense.
Just a momentary loss of focus, a break in discipline, and not a good moment individually as he gets hit with that personal foul. From the red zone on first. Here's a screen for Cook. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal.
That's another Bills first down. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Throwing here, Allen. Oh, that's a tough one. Couldn't bring in the touchdown clean. It falls incomplete. It's going to be 2nd down. They send a tight end in motion. Allen looking to throw. And that one's behind him. That's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that brings up 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Again, Allen to the air. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills get it back to within 2 possessions. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Bronk. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
And he made the line of scrimmage, but not that goal line. Defense there to shut down that 2-point attempt. Well, 2 left on the table there. Forget the goal line, Brock. They barely got back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, to me right there, Kate, that's a sign this defense did their homework, studied their tendencies. Yet no way that running back was going to get that one in, not with that force of the defense coming out.
Oh, he put him in the spin cycle. And this drive will start inside the 25. Here come the Giants, ready to take over again on offense. And they're already up by 2 scores, Brock, but another one here would really put this one out of reach. The Giants using their first time out. New York to the line, 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Dart. Connection made with his running back. This is Cam Scatterboot. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. They get 22 on that one. And the Giants will have a first down. Just one play into this drive, and they are already sitting on their own 45. With the Scatterboot here on his own read. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. 16 yards on the play. And it's good enough for a New York first down. They'll go play action. Here's Dart. And Bills get to him. He's brought down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
A loss of 5 yards. It's 2nd down.
Under the gun this time. Here's Dart. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Really had to find a way to get that short completion because now you're staring at third and extra long. And that's a place no QB in this league wants to be.
Dart's looking at this third and long. He's got some air under this one, deep down the middle. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Christian Benford has it. And the Bills have some new life in the fourth.
Okay, I think you can almost sense a little bit of a hesitant spark out there. Nobody is going to get too excited. You're still down 2 scores. But there's a little flash of hope, a little flash of optimism. Their defense just gave the offense by taking the ball away.
Possession switching back to Buffalo as their offense heads out. They were able to say mission accomplished on their last series, finding that end zone. But the work, well, it starts all over again right now.
And you know this, Kate, from our years together of doing this. I'm a firm believer of call it till they stop it. Doesn't mean you have to innovate right away. Call the same plays until they stop them because they proved last drive they couldn't.
Here's a give to Cook. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mopped up, too.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Another one for Cook. And this is looking familiar, partner. He's dropped for a loss again. It's going to be third down. Working quickly here. Here he goes, third and long. Logs this one up, looking deep to the right side. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Looking for Keon Coleman that time. And they're going to be stuck with a fourth and long.
Kate, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss, whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Finds him over the middle. And he won't make the marker. They rally to him in time. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
Well, I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the fourth. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
The Giants offense all set to get started. They are coming off their first interception of the game. This drive now a chance to rebuild some confidence. First and 10 from the 41. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Dart's back to throw. Completed over the middle. Escapes the defender. And they take him down just as he gets inside that red zone. They strike for 23 yards. And the Giants will have a first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
On first down, here's Dart. He's got it at the 6. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. The Bills are going to go ahead and call their first timeout. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. First and goal now as they try to pad this lead. Dart going to throw again. And he will score. It's a New York touchdown. The Giants make it a 3-score game in the fourth. Malik Neighbors with a touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. Slant route, as it does so many times every game we call, Brock. Paid dividends. Made that touchdown look a lot easier than it was.
An uncontested release that close to the end zone spells disaster for a defense every time, Kate. You got to have a whole lot more physicality at the point of attack because a QB is always going to be looking for that short little slant near the goal line.
Gano for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Giants stretch the lead to 23.
42. Bills 19. To kick off for New York.
Gano ready to send this away. Johnson with a return here. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Now we've got the Bills offense headed back to the field. And scoring hasn't been the issue for him, Brock, but it has been impossible to hold pace with the offense on the other side of this football field.
And we know they can't get this all back in one play, but they better do it with a sense of urgency.
All right, Bills to the line now. 1st and 10. 1st and 10. Here's Allen. Has him on the quick hitter. And this play reaches the 35 before it comes to an end. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
12 yards. That's good for a Bills.
Shakir in motion right. On 1st down, Allen. That's brought in. It's his back away, Davis. And he's brought down, but there's some laundry on the field. Well, you know this better than most, Brock. Screens normally leave some rushers to come free, but still, it's not often you get roughing the passer on one.
No, it isn't, but I think of Tom Brady. To me, not only the greatest QB sneaker in the game, but he was one of the great screen masters, too. He understood how to sell a screen, draw those defenders to him, and like the QB did right there, sometimes they'll even tee off and you get the penalty.
And they get him right at the line of scrimmage. Offense up to the line fast.
The tackle made back at his own 49.
2nd down run by Davis. And they find him after just a yard. It's 3rd down.
He's across midfield to the 49.
We've reached the 2-minute warning in Santa Clara. Bills hoping to make it look a little better before time runs out. So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. 3rd and long for him here. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Giants put together a wonderful return. Gets it back inside the 40 following the interception.
I'll hear a lot of defensive coordinators say you've got to earn the right to rush the passer by doing work on the early downs. You know what this is, Kate? They've earned the right to be aggressive defensively with the work they did through 3 quarters, and this defense is cutting it loose.
New York taking over once again. The offense heading out. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. Markers reset, ball at the 37. On the handoff, here's Scatterboo. He has it to the 23-yard line as he's brought down. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from 1st down to 1st down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Escapes the pocket. Now here he goes.
The positive of that effort, he didn't go backwards, didn't have a negative play. If there was a negative, he didn't get a whole lot done with your legs. Got to be more efficient now on 2nd down.
2nd down now, 7 to go.
At the 20-yard line.
They're going to pass it here. Getting out to his left. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Escapes out to the left. He's running for it. And they take this in for the score. The Giants keep adding that 4th-quarter lead. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
go for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Giants grow their lead yet again.
Bills 19. To kick off for New York.
Gano ready to send this away. Johnson now on the return. All right, and in the end, Brock, this is going to make it out to the 30. Brian Dable getting his Giants out there for their next drive. And even with those 2 timeouts left across the field, they can still kneel out this win and send us all home. First and 10 now from the 30. And start with a give to Davis. It looks like they'll give him about 2 on the opening play of this drive.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Second down now, they need 7. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. He's running with it. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. The timeout's taken now as we have 1, possibly 2 snaps remaining in this ball game.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
From the 44-yard line now, first and 10. Allen. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And their final effort is going to hit the ground incomplete, but no reason not to throw it long there. This game is over. And in their 101st season of existence, partner, champions now for the 5th time. Congratulations to the New York Giants. They made it through the regular season perfect. They advanced through those 2 playoff games, and now, Brock, now they can officially call themselves just the 2nd undefeated team in NFL history. Only them and those 72 Dolphins have ever claimed that piece of football immortality.
It's pretty wild, isn't it, Kate? Over half a century since we saw a team make it through an entire season undefeated. And in this modern NFL, remember, they played 20 games a season, at least 20 games. So we wondered if we'd ever see it happen again, but here we are. Witnesses to history and witnesses to one of the best football teams ever assembled.
So for our entire crew here at EA Sports, for my partner Brock Heward and myself, that's going to do it on another fantastic NFL season. We cannot wait to catch you all again in the fall. I'm Kate Scott. Wherever and however you've been watching, please get home safe tonight, everybody. Good night from Santa Clara.